Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the HAR-BER High School Performing Arts Center. We would like to remind you that HAR-BER High is a smoke-free campus. The use of any type of tobacco products is prohibited anywhere on this campus. In addition, we would like to draw your attention to the exit signs located above all exit doors in case of fire. Out of courtesy to others attending this event, we would like to remind our audience that entering and exiting the theater should be kept at a minimum. We ask that all cell phones be silenced or turned off. If your child becomes restless, we ask that you accompany them outside the auditorium. Thank you.
Good evening. I'd like to welcome you to tonight's Hellstern Middle School Band concert. It gives me great pleasure to introduce our band director, Miss Julie Huffman.
It has been an adventurous year for these students. One of the most rewarding experiences as a beginning band director is to see the growth and progress that happens in the very first year. I, along with Mr. Morris, Mr. Watt, and Mrs. Shelby, have witnessed the development of these young students from the very first day when they open their instrument cases. We've watched them explore the beginning sound, squeak, squawks, blast, as we guided them to developing their very first notes with quality tone and control. We've watched them practice, struggle, succeed, and persevere through their pass-off assessments and chair tests. We've watched their faces light up when they learned how to play a song they really liked. We've guided them when they needed extra help and provided encouragement when it was needed. We've celebrated their successes when they earned a new sticker for their pass-off chart. We've watched their performances on stage and smiled as they played along with the full band in front of their family, teachers, and friends. We are their band directors. We have invested everything we have as teachers into these young students in order to set them up for a road of success in junior high and high school. We hope to see these students continue each year doing what they love, playing music on their instruments. Why should kids be in the band? Music education prepares students to learn. It facilitates student academic achievement. Music improves reading and language skills. Music education develops the creative capacities for lifelong success. Music helps students stay engaged in school. Students who study music score higher on standardized tests. Involvement in a music program provides students with a large group family atmosphere with an emphasis on teamwork. I am honored to stand before this beginning band, which is a collaboration of 12 different instrument classes taught by 4 different band directors. Thank you, parents, for giving your child this exciting opportunity to learn an instrument this year. We will start off our spring concert by performing a piece titled Crater Lake Overture. The Hellstern Band has a tradition of performing our next piece titled, Then Come the Heroes. We have asked students to write letters, or at least one letter to one of their personal heroes. 5 or 6 years ago, we started this tradition when we had one of our 7th grade band members, Xavier Moses, lose his life during his 7th grade year during spring break. It was very unexpectedly due to a heart condition called long QT. Since then, our school has raised awareness for long QT by raising money for EKG screenings for students to be checked out for this heart condition. Since then, we've made it a tradition to remember those who are heroes to us and to remember our band member, Xavier. We have many heroes here in our audience today because they were invited by students in the band. We also have people present tonight in honor and in memory of our heroes who are no longer with us. I have explained to our students how performing music is fun, but when you have a purpose behind music, such as a dedication song, a song of worship, a song of sorrow, a song of praise, something special happens when you perform. Not only are we able to play the correct notes and rhythms on our instruments, but we can express our emotions in a healthy, creative way, which can lead to some of the most meaningful performances we ever experience. Our next piece is for our heroes. Then come the heroes. One of our prerequisites to joining the junior high band program is to complete all 12 of our Red Book pass-offs. This is their first method book, and this goal is to be done within the first year. We still have time. Students, if you have already completed your Book 1 Red Book Pass-Offs, please stand to be recognized at this time. You may be seated. During fourth quarter, we start lessons on our second method book, our blue book. Students, if you have already worked ahead and completed all 12 of your blue book pass-offs, please stand to be recognized at this time. Thank you. You may be seated. I don't want to leave out the percussion. They don't have a red book and a blue book. They feel like sometimes they're left out, and I'm sorry for that. But they do have a snare drum book and a mallet percussion book. And since all the percussionists are standing in the back, I'll have them wave at you if they have completed all of their snare drum pass-offs. There we go. We got a few. And for percussion, your mallet percussion book. Also, we have students starting to memorize their junior high all-region scales. This is a big, big task, and it is respectable if an 8th or 9th grader student meets this goal during 8th and 9th grade. We have some 7th graders who have already memorized all 14 of their junior high all-region scales. Please stand up to be recognized if you've done that already. You may be seated. On top of that, we've had students already start working on their all-region tryout material for next year. I mean, we have to keep them busy. They say, Ms. Huffman, I finished this, I finished that, and I go, okay, let's look at next year. We've already had some students pass off some and even all of their all-region music for tryouts next year, which is not even until January. Please stand to be recognized if you've already done that. Thank you, students. I'd also like to recognize our first chair students. Please stand if you are currently sitting in the first chair position. And I'll get in trouble if I don't say this part. If you have earned first chair at any point during this school year, this is your chance to get your applause. They've been asking if they can do this. Stand up if you've gotten first chair, please. Thank you, students. We've also had many of our band students participate in the Solo and Ensemble Festival last month at Central Junior High. Students had a choice in selecting their solo pieces from levels of difficulty of 1 through 4, 4 being the most difficult. Also, some of their students chose duet partners for additional performances. At the festival, the judges graded the students using a performance rubric, scoring stage presence, characteristic tone, note and rhythm accuracy, articulation, dynamics, and musical expression. The highest level a student can earn is a first division superior. Next is a second division excellent, third division good, fourth division fair, or fifth division poor. The Hellstern Band took 96 events and earned 96 medals. 4 of our medals were second division excellent and 92 were in first division superior. If you earned a medal at the festival, please stand to be recognized. We had some students do 2 events and earn 2 medals. Please remain standing if you had 2 medals earned. Good. My instructions may have been a little unclear. 3 medals. And we had some that earned 4 medals. Thank you. Okay, now for the fun part that I know some of you have been waiting all day for. This year, we are trying something new, a new way to get our parents involved with our beginner band students. We are putting together our very first HMS band parent here tonight. Oh boy. Some of the students agreed to teach their parents a song that uses 3 notes called Hot Cross Buns. Students, at this time, if you are participating with this with your parent, go ahead and line up in your spots. Parents, when you see your child off to the side, either on this ramp or this ramp, you can go ahead and join them. They have disinfectant wipes that they can clean their mouthpiece. And while you go ahead and get in place, I'm going to give you all some instructions. So we've got a little bit of movement going. Give it up for these brave parents. Okay, some have asked me, how are we going to do this? And here's how it goes, okay? Students discussed many of the different steps their parents would need to understand in order for this to be successful. They mentioned they've got to teach posture, hand position for holding the instrument, how to form an embouchure with their lips, how to hold the sticks or the mallets, how to read the music on the staff, how to play each of the 3 notes, how to count the rhythms, how to make good sound, how to pay attention on when to start and stop. That's a big one. Our students also mentioned it would be helpful to the parents if our band could demonstrate what they're supposed to be doing. And I said, that's a great idea. We're gonna demonstrate an example. And what we're gonna do is the audience is gonna hear Hot Cross Buns. It's very short, but you're gonna hear it 3 different times. And each time will sound very different. The first time through, I hope these parents are freaking out on the side. I can feel the tension right now. Yeah, I can feel the heartbeat, and it got hotter up here too. The heat. What we're gonna do is the band on stage is gonna play it the first time through. The second time through, we're gonna have our parents join in with the band. Like I do it, we do it, and the third time through, we're going to get to hear our parent band in all their glory. So, are we ready, parents? Okay. The first time, parents, now you're listening, you're not playing, okay? Do we need chairs for some of the tuba players, or do y'all already have your chairs? Is there anybody else who needs a chair? I've got a chair right over here, Preston. Why don't you hand him your euphonium and come over here and get one of these chairs? Wow, that was something, wasn't it? Let's give it up one more time for our parent band, and you can get to your seats. I had a flashback of first quarter. We certainly appreciate our students teaching their parents. We appreciate the parents making the time and agreeing and being brave enough to do this. The purpose is for our parents to get an idea of the hard work our students are putting in. What these students do is not easy. If it were easy, anyone could do it, right? We love having parents involved in band activities, and if you stick with it, there's going to be many more opportunities, not quite like this, but other ways to help out in our band booster organizations for junior high and high school. Let's give it up one more time for our students and our parent band. The insert in your program shows a DVD order form, which needs to be turned in the front lobby at the conclusion of our concert. On the back of that form is information concerning summer music camps. We did a fundraiser earlier in the semester selling Chop Savor Lip Balm, where students had an opportunity to earn scholarships to pay for camp. Scholarship or not, students can still apply for summer music camps. They have an early bird fee that is usually due in the middle of May. Can save you a lot of money if you pay by then. Please check out the links I provided and feel free to email me if you have any questions. I've also included a sign up for 2 summer training sessions, which I will provide for free. It's from me in order to help our camp kids prepare music for their chair placement auditions for the first day of camp. Those days will be the end of the week after school gets out. Free babysitting, I guess. Let's see, camp is highly recommended if at all possible. The camp experience helps advance students before they start back to school. Once students attend camp, they usually request to go back each summer. Please check out the upcoming band events noted in your program. Tomorrow night, there is a HAR-BER High School Band concert that starts at 6 p.m. in here. It's a long concert because they recognize all the seniors that have been that started off in 7th grade, and they do a really fine job of recognizing students who stayed through the program all the way to the end. If you know any of the students who are joining band next year, 6th grade going into 7th, I'm having our first band parent meeting from 5 o'clock to 6 p.m. over at Hellstern in the band room. And then after that, some of us are coming over here to see the HAR-BER concert. This Friday, this is important for everyone in the room, the band is going to perform this exact concert, minus the parent band, for our school. The concert was originally planned for 2:30 in the afternoon, but since then, our spring fling has been scheduled, and they need to prep the cafeteria for the spring fling. So we've been asked to move our performance up earlier in the morning. The performance time, listen up students, for this Friday is going to be at 8:40 in the morning. So when students arrive to school on Friday, they need to have their band shirt and jeans on. We don't have time to call parents for backup. I know that's the last thing you want to do on your way to work, is to make an emergency run up to the school. But parents, please help make sure these shirts get cleaned and are on them when they arrive to school on Friday morning. Let's see, Tuesday, May 16th, that's 2 weeks from tomorrow, the HMS Honor Band is going to perform a joint concert with the Central Junior High bands. That concert is going to start at 6:30, and if we have an honor band student participating in that, they would need to be on stage ready to go at 6 o'clock. I would be more than happy to feed this group after school and keep them after school if that helps parents not have to worry about getting back and forth. So I will send home a note about that later this week. Thursday, May 25th is our last day to play instruments in class. We need to finish our pass-off assessments by then. Friday, May 26th, we need to check in our school-owned instruments, and Tuesday, May 30th is our last day of school, and we will not have instruments on that day. I want to say thank you one more time for attending our concert tonight. It has been an honor for me, Mrs. Shelby, who had a baby girl in January. Where is Miss Shelby? Is she back here? She's got her little baby girl with her tonight, and she is here to see. She was here. She may have had to step out with her. Mr. Watt, Mr. Morris, our University of Arkansas interns, Melody Schmidt, Sarah Remoy, Robert Weiser, Tori Bingham, Rob Edwards, Mrs. Shelby's band sub during her maternity leave, Mr. Bob Civils, who's a retired Springdale band director. Anyone, any teachers and Hellstern faculty, anyone who works with these students on stage, our interns, our band teachers, if you've worked with these students, please stand up right now so the parents can see the number of hands that reach these kids. And we've got some backstage. This is our team that I enjoy working with every single day. We have a blast. Our final selection is a piece that's going to get your foot tapping, and you may be tired of hearing it at home already. I don't know. It is called Smoke on the Water, and we hope you enjoy our concert.